Today, we're heading high up into the Andes to check out Machu Picchu. But we're not just looking at some beautiful old ruins. Nope. We're going to uncover its secret identity as an absolute masterpiece of civil engineering. And that question right there is the whole reason we're here. I mean, how on earth did a city built without wheels or iron, perched on a mountain ridge almost 8,000 feet up, survive half a millennium of everything nature could throw at it? The answer is just a story of incredible, mind-boggling ingenuity that still has modern engineers scratching their heads. All right, so let's really set the scene for this achievement. Because this wasn't just some random settlement. This was a royal estate, built in one of the most hostile environments you could possibly imagine.
So picture this, it's around 1450 and the legendary Inca Emperor Pachacuti decides he wants a sanctuary built on top of a mountain. But you know, within just 100 years after all the chaos of civil war and the Spanish conquest, the place was pretty much abandoned. It was literally lost to the world, swallowed by the rainforest for nearly 400 years, until it was rediscovered in 1911.
And the challenges the Inca engineers were up against, they were just staggering. Try to imagine getting almost 80 inches of rain every single year. That's more than London and Seattle get combined. And it's all pouring down on a city built on a steep, shaky ridge that just happens to be sitting on top of two major earthquake fault lines. Landslides weren't just a threat, they were a constant reality.
So here's the key. The real secret to why Machu Picchu is still standing isn't just in those perfectly cut stones that we all see in the pictures. No. The real magic is in the massive, invisible engineering project hidden right beneath everyone's feet. To really get this, we have to talk about something called geotechnics. It's a modern field of engineering all about how earth and rock behave. But here's the thing, centuries before we gave it a name, the Inca had already mastered it through generations of trial and error. They basically wrote the playbook.
And this is where it gets kind of nuts. A full 60%, seriously, 60% of the entire construction is underground. That means everything we see and admire on the surface is really just the tip of a colossal engineering iceberg.
So how'd they do it? Well, it was this brilliant two-part system. First, they anchored everything to the mountain's solid granite bedrock. Can't get much dirtier than that. But then, on top of that, they built up a thick, man-made layer of gravel and crushed rock. What they created was essentially a giant underground drainage system for the entire city. And the result of all that work? A foundation that can support an incredible 9.6 kilograms per square centimeter. That gives you a remarkably stable base, one that's strong enough to let all those magnificent stone walls just dance during an earthquake and stand firm against centuries of flooding rain. Okay, so they built this unshakable foundation, but that was only half the battle. The next big problem was water. And for the Inca, water was both a lifeline and a potential city killer. Managing it wasn't just about having something to drink. It was about preventing the entire mountain from washing away. Now, the city got its fresh water from a natural spring way up on the mountain. The Inca engineers, absolute geniuses, captured this water and channeled it nearly 750 meters down to the city through this perfectly built stone canal. And check out the precision here. They built it with a constant 3% slope. No pumps, no modern tech, just pure gravity delivering fresh water 24/7. This canal then fed a series of 16 fountains known as the Stairway of Fountains. And this is where the design gets really clever, because it actually shows you the city's social structure. The very first fountain, the one with the purest, cleanest water, went straight to the emperor's residence. From there, it flowed down, fountain by fountain, to the rest of the city's elite. Social hierarchy built right into the plum. But this right here is the true masterpiece. They created a dual drainage system. They kept the clean drinking water totally separate from the stormwater. All of that intense rainfall was captured by the agricultural terraces, which acted like giant filters. Then, more than 130 drains and outlets built into the walls would channel all that runoff safely away from the city, protecting those precious foundations. It's just brilliant. And you don't have to take my word for it. It's this incredible control of water that led a modern hydraulic engineer, a guy named Kenneth Wright, to say that, quote, "There is no better example of successful ancient civil engineering than Machu Picchu." After all this time, the city is still here because its builders truly understood the power of water, and more importantly, how to tame it. But the story is not over, not even close. You'd think after all this time we'd know everything there is to know, right? Well, you'd be wrong. Incredibly, we are still uncovering new secrets, and it's all thanks to some seriously cutting-edge technology. I'm talking about a technology called LiDAR. The easiest way to think about it is like a high-tech X-ray for the entire landscape. Scientists fly a plane or a drone over the jungle, and it shoots down millions of laser pulses that can actually see right through the dense trees and leaves. And the result is, well, it's basically magic. Where our eyes just see a wall of green jungle, the lasers bounce off the actual ground below. It digitally strips away all the vegetation and reveals the true shape of the land and any hidden buildings underneath. It's like having architectural X-ray vision.
And this isn't just a theory, they're really doing it. A recent LiDAR scan at a nearby ceremonial site called Cochabamba found a dozen small buildings that nobody ever knew existed. They think they were probably homes for staff, along with the hidden water channels that supplied the ritual baths. I mean, just think about that. We are literally still finding new pieces of this puzzle today. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? What's the bottom line? Well, the Inca didn't just build a city. They engineered a complete blueprint for how to live sustainably in one of the toughest environments on Earth. And what's so amazing is how timeless their ideas are. Their deep gravel foundations, that's the ancient version of our modern subsurface drainage systems. The famous terraces, it's a masterclass in erosion control. Their entire approach to water management is a powerful lesson in sustainable design that we're still learning from today.
Which really just leaves us with one last fascinating thought. In a world that's facing its own massive environmental challenges, it makes you wonder, what other ancient blueprints, what other brilliant solutions to our most modern problems are still out there, buried under jungles or sand, just waiting to be rediscovered?